California. But I think this is the first time I've actually done a Father's Day show. So I'm really excited to have the talent we have tonight. Things worked out really well. We're Eclectic American Roots. We are so proud to welcome to our stage right now Miss Sara Dee.
Hi everybody, my name is Sara Dee. Hi! Oh my gosh, so many smiles. Okay. This is my very special friend Chris Hannah on guitar. And my heart is racing in a different way tonight because I am playing new songs that I've never played before. So, yes. Happy Father's Day to fathers of all kind, all the fathers with us in spirit, and enjoy the music. It's been so long since I've seen you. Words aren't coming fast. Now the mountains I've traveled feel like hills built by ants. I've been sleeping and liberating, wrestling with the clock. Figured by now I'd have landed, but I'm not surprised I've not. I was meant for moving through roads of green and gold. Thought you'd never come to leave me, but weeds find ways to grow. You heard my deliberations, but you crossed me in your dreams, 'cause I put miles between us, and I can still hear you sing. Yeah, I was meant for moving through fields of green and gold. I thought you'd never come to get me. Roots still spread between stones. I was meant for moving through roads of green and gold. I thought I'd never find my way back, but weeds find ways. Yeah, weeds find ways to grow. Thank you, thank you. This is a song off my latest record, Enjoy Volume 2. I didn't know it was going to be called that. My first record was called Enjoy, and I thought, I'll just make a trilogy. So the song you just heard, I think, is going to be on Volume 3. Chris is subbing for upright bass, trumpet section. What else are we missing? He can fill the shoes, though. But to say it, it's time. I already said it for you, so you can tell the truth. Looked at me like I was some kind of dream. That's how love should be. So just say to. Lord knows I have tried, eluding all the little white lies. Look at you and I know what to do. Oh, but it takes two. So just say it and set us free. Yeah, just say it or set us free. You don't love me like you used to. For that, so just say it and set us free. Yeah, just say it and set us free. You know you don't love me like you used to. Maybe I got it wrong, thinking you were more than a stepping stone. Falling out of love never was a crime. Everybody gets to change their mind. So just say it and set us free. Yeah, just say it. Me. Nah, you don't love me. You don't love me like you used to. Like you used to. Thank you. Man, one of the best parts about being a musician is just being so close on the stage when they're doing things you love. So that's a treat. I'm curious, are the people in the front row, have you been here before? Oh, okay. Raise your hand if this is your first time at Campus JAX. Wow. Welcome. I'm sorry, I just told a lie. It's my first time too. I forgot to raise my hand. You lied too. Did you raise your hand? Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. I'm lying and I'm accusing. I'm not off to a good start. That song you can hear on the last record, but actually you got a little extra verse in there tonight that was just a little extra something new for Campus JAX. So this is another one. This is on my latest record, Enjoy Volume 2. And this is called What's Going On. you're not alone. You're not alone. And you bet all of your time on finding the one, and how foolish you would be to miss out on the million. It's too soon for regret. Let's not get ahead. This feels right most of the time. And I thought this was about you. And all this time I was the You feel so far from your beautiful schemes. But don't worry, baby, there is so much you yet to see. I thought this was about you. And all this time I was the Thank you so much. Who's here to see Alice Wallace? Yeah. She is a gift. She's a real gift to this world. I was lucky to meet her just through musician friends, so thank you so much for asking us to open the show for you. When she told me about this show and that it was going to be on Father's Day, I said, well, there's just like one person I have to run it by because I have plans that day. And I said to my dad, would you be interested? I'm going to play a show, but, you know, only if you want to go and maybe sing a song with me. So he said yes. And so we're going to play one more and then bring my dad up. So, yeah. I haven't played this one in a while. I'm calling it a new song because it's on the internet nowhere. And my mom knows this song. There's a chorus that just goes pretty easy. So if y'all do a decent job at holding down this by yourself, I'm gonna do other fun things. Okay? It goes like this. Oh my soul, oh my soul. That's it. Oh my soul, oh my soul. Wow, singers. Okay. So when we get to the chorus, if you do that, if I can hear you loud enough, then I'll start doing other like sparkly things for you up here, okay? But you gotta hold it down. Don't get distracted by shiny things, okay? I know, it's tricky. I'm really putting you guys to the test today, so. All right, 1, 2, I'm gonna start off this guitar. I will light the fire if you bring a match. I'll bring the choir if you bring the band. I will bring the hustle to an ease. And I will write the song if you write the words. I will make you mine if you make me yours. I know that you've had your eye on me. Here we go. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul. I've been restless. So I will be your muse if you'll be one for me. And I will find that groove if you make a beat. I will give your story a melody. 'Cause you've been hiding out and I've been giving up. And I have been consumed and losing trust. But still, I believe in love. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul. One more. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul. Your turn. So I will quiet down when you start to speak. I will give you all the time you need. I know that you belong to me. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul. Keep it going. Oh, my soul. 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 Ooh, give it up for the band. Give it up for the band. They didn't need a rehearsal or anything. That was amazing. All right, so my father out there, let's make some noise for him. It's that time of the night when the fathers join us. You gotta like hug in a certain way when you're wearing a hat. This is my father. His name is John. We call him Papa John, Papa D.
Thanks for giving me the clap.
Yeah. So yeah, we was it hard to get you up here or
Yeah.
It's been a while. I think the last time actually before we we didn't know the world was gonna shut down on us. We had a rip-roaring Christmas show, and he came through. I actually have to tell this story. I just thought of it. It's not Christmas time. Can I tell a Christmas story? It's like 2 seconds. Okay. He dressed up as Santa per my request, and one of my very best friends who knows him very well said, "I can't believe Santa's here." And and then she said, "Who is that? Did he just show up?" And I said, "That's my dad." And she said, "But his cheeks are so rosy." That was Shilpa. Shilpa, if you're watching this, that was, yeah. So, anyhow, are you guys all enjoying your dinners? Yes? I'm thinking about getting a glass of wine later. Does anybody have, raise your hand if you have a recommendation for me later. Any wines? Okay, just a recommendation of a glass of wine. Okay. You can have a glass of wine?
Speaking of wine.
This happens all the time. We'll be in conversation, and I think the conversation is continuing, but it's actually a joke. It's a dad joke coming up.
Okay, so what did the grape say when someone stepped on it? Nothing. It just gave out a little wine.
Hey, we don't have a drummer here.
Thank you very much. I didn't bring the bowl for the salad. I was putting tomatoes.
Oh, there you go. All right, well, we're going to play. This is a very special song to me because it's the last song on my latest record that you've heard some songs on, and it's quite different from the rest because it's just myself, my guitar, I think actually my nylon string, which I write most of my songs on, but hardly ever play with at live shows. So the guitar is just near and dear to me. And what was I going to say? Oh, and it's just myself and a pedal steel player. And I put that song there, one, because it just belonged, but also it's sort of a direction pointer to the new record. So, how are you feeling? Are you ready?
No, wait.
Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. Woo!
Now I'm
Hey! Now I know how I make my band feel when I tell them to just start playing elevator music while I'm doing something. All right, this song is called I Wanna Know. It's the last song on my record, Enjoy Volume 2, and you're gonna get a very special version of it tonight. So here we go. I wanna understand the moon and the stars. I wanna whisper the way they talk. I wanna know. I wanna know.
I wanna know why gravity is keeping you so far from me. I wanna know. I wanna know.
If you tell me, maybe I'll finally get some sleep. I wanna know how to be the wind. I wanna know why the dervish spins. I wanna
see how far my arms can reach around a broken heart. I wanna know. I wanna know.
If you tell me, maybe I'll finally get some sleep. Caged bird sings.
I wanna know why she comes to me.
I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. bring it back down. I wanna know. I wanna know.
All right. Good.
It's been a good challenge trying to figure out, songs that have already been written in keys that will, fit both, or changing up the melodies. So, this next song is called "Home to You," and actually, here's a fun little fact. Okay, so "Home to You" was on my first record. I wrote this song inspired by a friend of mine, a situation that she was going through, and something about it, when I put out my next record, which I am actually also a music therapist. I got my degree in music therapy, and I work in a handful of different fields. And at the time, I was working with a lot of families of young kids, and these parents would come to my shows, "Make a kids record!" And so I said, okay, look, I'm only going to make a kids record if I can stand it, if it's like one that I can get behind. And actually, Johnny Cash, I don't know if you know this, but he made a kids record, and you're going to remember this one. It's called Johnny Cash's Children's Album. That's the title. And it sounds like a Johnny Cash record. It's a beautiful record, so that was a big inspiration of mine, to try and make a record that captures, myself as an artist. And for whatever reason, I just felt like I wanted a piece of, well, not for whatever reason, for an obvious reason, I wanted a piece of my... my own music, since this was a combination of covers and originals. I wanted more of a chunk in the kids record. So "Home to You," which was on the first record, is actually also on this the kids record. And for better or worse, when I put that kids record out, nobody knew about a song called "Baby Shark," okay? So nobody knew about it. Okay, so I put this song out, and when I tell you that my friend who does a lot of my publishing stuff, she thought that I wrote that. She gave me a call and said, "We're about to be rich. This song, Baby Shark." And I had to break the news that I didn't write that. That was just my version of it, which, if we're gonna talk about Baby Shark, I will tell you mine is the best version, okay? Thank you. But the reason I said for better or worse is because that dang song maintains the #1 song played on Spotify of mine. So people come see me, and then they go to Spotify. Thank you. They go to Spotify, and they're like, Baby Shark. Okay, cool. She's versatile. All right. All right, Mom, we're counting on you. I've got my mom and my uncles in the audience, my family, Trisha's here. This song's got some claps on it. They did really well on that "Oh My Soul," so we're gonna put this on you. It kind of comes out of nowhere sometimes, but I think you guys got it. It goes like this. Can you show them the claps?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. An echo delay, but we can work with it. Okay, we got this. Mom, hold it down back there. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Good. She wakes up every morning all alone with the same old story. Makes a cup of coffee, feels like home, but a piece is missing. If she could sing out a song to get to where she belongs, to a love 1,000 miles away, she would sing 100 times for you today. I believe it's time your arms find their way to mine. And I believe it's true I've been waiting a long time for you, so please come on home. It doesn't matter where we go, as long as I can be with you. I would leave it all behind.
Finding patterns, cutting pieces, she's sewing dresses to pass the time. All her papers neatly filed, somehow they help her hide and pass the time. But if she could sing a song to get to where she belongs, to her love 1,000 miles away, she would sing
100 times for you today. Oh, I believe that you were made for me, and I believe it's true. I've been waiting so patiently for you, so please come on home. It doesn't matter where we go, as long as I can be with you. I would leave it all behind
to come home to you.
In her dream, she feels so close, so real.
But all alone she wakes praying.
I believe it's time that your arms find their way to mine. I believe it's true. I've been waiting so patiently for you. Please come on home. It doesn't matter where we go, as long as I can be with you. I will leave it all behind. Oh, I believe that you were made for me, and I believe it's true. Been waiting a long time for you. Please come on home. It doesn't matter where we go, as long as I can be with you. I will leave it all behind
To come home to you. That's what I get for changing keys. Thank you. Wow, some people got that end. Give it up for my dad, John, again, and my good friend, Chris Hannah. We've got one last song for you, and then Alice Wallace.
Yay.
Make some noise for Alice Wallace. I'm ready.
I'm glad they're giving it up and not throwing it up for me.
I'm telling you, dad jokes for days. I've dated people who are like, let me tell you a joke. I'm like, if I give you a blank stare, don't be offended, okay?
I gotta say something. My youngest son one time was trying to woo this girl at the office, and he was up in Seattle. He calls me up and says, Dad, I'm trying to make some time with this girl. Can you help me out? I go, well, what do you want me to do? Got to give me a couple of jokes. I grilled him like I was a prosecuting attorney. I said, how old is she? Is she blonde, brunette? What does she do? What age is she? I got to qualify everything, you know.
Was that Adam or Matt?
Adam.
Oh, okay. I got slightly distracted. Look at that picture of us. My parents moved here from the East Coast. Any East Coasters out here? Pittsburgh. Okay.
Go Pittsburgh.
We've
Go
got.
Steelers.
Oh wait, let's see. I like to do this at shows. Is anybody here from out of? Well, we'll start with Orange County. Who's from outside of Orange County? Okay. I can't totally see arms, so you're gonna have to make a noise. Any noise, all noise is welcome. What about like LA? Do people come from past LA? Okay. Anybody from out of state? Wow. Anybody from Midwest? Okay. East Coast? All right. All right, well, it's that time. Thank you so much for sharing the night with me. It's only getting started. I'm gonna leave you with one of my favorite songs from the last record. This is called Shake. You're gonna get this very special version tonight, and then when you go home, if you wanna hear a version with, sounds kind of like it's straight out of New Orleans, with just some amazing horn parts and all that, if you're into that, you can listen to that later. All right, you guys ready? If we got any snappers, I'm like a fake snapper. 1, 2, 1, 2, nice. You could be my sweetheart. Whoop, sorry. Too slow. 1, 2, 1, 2, snap. You could be my sweetheart. Yeah, you can follow my right foot if you need a cue. I could be a queen. Your left. We could run straight away or down. You could be my sweetheart. I could be a queen. We could run straight away or down to New Orleans. You could join a brass band. I could sing the blues. You know, we could build a fire, just dancing like we do. This could be the calling that never called my name. This could be a haunting. You make my old bones shake. You could be my candy man, and I could be your song. We'll sing all melodies till the daylight falls. You know, you could be the grin that takes me to the night. Yeah, I could be the sunrise in your satellite. This could be the calling, but I don't hear my name. This could be a haunting. You make my old bones. Yeah, this could be the calling, but I don't hear my name. This could be a haunting. You make my old all the stars can see that you put your roots on me. Yeah, when my blood runs through, you know, I could touch you. We're warming up the stage for you, Alice, up here. We need more of a rhythm section. Can we get claps? There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you could be a random one with smoke in your eyes, a frigid heart, a cold in hand, till the day you'll die. You know, I could be the dame to save your soul. Oh, it's a shame you'll never This could be the calling, but I don't hear Happy Father's Day, everybody. Thank you so much. My name is Sara Dee. Enjoy the rest of the night. Alice Wallace.
Everybody, there we go. Sara Dee, what do you say, Sara Dee? And John D. And Christopher. What do you think? Should we have Sara back again? I mean, that was an amazing performance. Nice work. Sara has a new album, and I believe she has it for sale over by the door. So please avail yourself of a chance to take Sara home with you. One of the things we do here at Campus JAX that's been quite popular is helping these touring artists with their fuel costs. You all know how much gas costs these days, and Alice and her band are cruising all over the country. So please, when this comes around, pop a few quarters in there to help her get down the road. And the one thing I want to say about Father's Day, after seeing Sara and her dad standing side by side, no matter how tall you ever get, you'll always look up to your dad. Thank you, John. Thank you all for coming. Stand by for Alice Wallace. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to turn that LP over and play side 2. What do you say? Well, I want to welcome to the stage one of our perennial popular artists. We've had Alice Wallace here more times than I can remember, and every time she puts on a totally different show and blows us all away. So please, welcome to the stage here at Campus JAX, Ms. Alice Wallace.
And yay, Alice has a cold. But I've got my throat coat tea and I've got lozenges at the ready, and we are going to make it through this show somehow, some way. Your positive vibes are going to help me. Uh-oh. Opa. Okay. Well, happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the crowd. Thanks to Sara Dee and her father and Chris Hanna for opening the show. Sarah and I have known each other for years, and we've never done a show together, and this all just sort of came together, that this show happened to land on Father's Day when I was going to be out here. And I thought, man, wouldn't it be great to do like a Father's Day tribute show? And I reached out to Sarah, seeing she wanted to do a show. And she said, well, yeah, you know, what if I brought my dad? I was like, of course. I'm bringing my dad. We're just going to make this a big dad-daughter extravaganza. And I thought, you know, last time I was here, I did a tribute show that sort of highlighted some of my major influences in music, like Patsy Cline and Linda Ronstadt and Dolly Parton. And I thought for this show, being that it is Father's Day and I grew up singing with my parents, and really the artist I am, I mean, the biggest influence I had was sitting in the living room just singing songs with them. And I thought I would do some of the songs that we sat around singing, and don't worry, Dad's gonna be up here shortly to sing some of them with me. So. But we're going to start things with a song that I heard throughout my childhood that was originally written by Ian Tyson, the Canadian cowboy singer who recently passed away. But then Judy Collins made a big hit out of it, and Susie Boggess, and lots of people have recorded it. So we're going to try a version for you now. And everybody keep those fingers crossed that my voice works. It's going to be great. This is called Someday Soon.
There's a young man that I know whose age is 21. Comes from down in southern Colorado. Looking for his fun someday soon. Going with him someday soon. My parents cannot stand him 'cause he rides the rodeo. My father says that he will leave me crying, but I would roughest road I know someday soon. Going with him someday soon. When it comes to call, my pa ain't got a good word to say. Guess it's 'cause he was just as wild in his younger days. So blow your horn round northern, blow my love to me.
someday soon. Going with him someday soon. How about this band? We got a couple brand new members of the Alice Wallace band tonight. Of course, you know and love him over here on the bass, Austin Callender. Though he has about 10 inches less of hair, so you might not have recognized him. I didn't tell him he could cut his hair. But now I'm definitely winning the hair battle. It was always like a neck and neck thing. He just gave up. But back here on the drums for the first time, Suzanne Morissette Cruz. And I'm kind of embarrassed to say this is the first time I've had a woman in my band, and it is awesome, and I don't think it's going to be the last time. Suzanne is just... she is the best. And then over here, holding down the pedal steel, and you'll see him get out a guitar at some point, double duty, Dan Wistrom over here. So we're gonna do another song that I heard a lot growing up. We didn't sing this one as much, but I heard it in my house a lot, and though it was really funny, I was probably in my 20s before I realized that this song was not a Grateful Dead song. It was, in fact, a Merle Haggard song that the Grateful Dead covered, but I always just heard the Grateful Dead version that Mom and Dad would play. And so here's a little tune from the king of California country, Merle Haggard, about his little stint in prison called Mama Tried. First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing, a youngin's dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. No one could change my mind, but Mama tried. One and only rebel child from a family meek and mild. My mama seemed to know what lay in store. In spite of all my Sunday learning, told the bad I kept on turning, so Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. leaves only me to blame, 'cause mama tried. Dear old daddy, rest his soul, left my mom a heavy load. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working hours without rest, wanted me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. You gotta sing it with me. I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but mama tried, mama tried. Try to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause mama tried. 'Cause that leaves only me to blame, 'cause mama tried. Well, all right. Well, you know, when I was planning my set list, I didn't really know how long my voice was going to last, so I wanted to make sure we got the man of the hour up nice and early. So let's bring my dad, Cleve Wallace, up on the stage now. Here's your guitar. You have your own pick still? You want this one? Yeah. Okay. All right. Scoot on over.
How's everybody? Woo. I can't see anybody, but
you get to see it from the other side now. You've been in the
know.
audience at Campus JAX how many times now?
I know, but this is great. This is great. What an honor to be with Alice up here and singing some of the songs that we sang when she was a girl. So.
Absolutely, I know. I mean, really, I don't think I would have picked up a guitar if he and Mom weren't just sitting around, mostly singing Gram Parsons and Emmylou Harris duets were their favorites.
Which is what we're starting with. This one will be familiar to people even if you weren't Gram and Emmylou fans. But
Isn't he great? This is so great. I know. I mean, we've sung so many times in the living room. It's only been on stage a few times over the years, and never staged this great. So, thank you guys for being here for this today. That was pretty decent. Yeah. Shall we do another Gram and Emmylou song for them?
I think so. Have you ever heard of Return of the Grievous Angel? Scratch my itch, sweet Annie Rich. Welcome me back to town. Come out on your porch and step into your parlor. Tell you how it all went down. Out with the truckers and the kickers and the cowboy angels. And a good salute every single time. Oh, and I remember something you once told me. And I'll be damned if it did not come true. 20,000 roads I went down, down, down. They all led me straight back home to you. I'm headed west to grow up with the country. Across those prairies with those waves of gray. And I saw my devil, and I saw my deep blue sea. And I thought about a calico bonnet from Cheyenne, Tennessee. It's like a dream. Last night, 2:30. Switchman waved his lantern goodbye every day as we went rolling through. Billboards and truck stops passed by the grievous angel. Oh, now I know just what I have to do. Man on the radio won't leave me alone. You wanna take my money for something that I've never been shown. And I saw my devil, and I saw my deep blue sea. And I thought about a calico bonnet from Cheyenne to Tennessee. Feels like a grain down lit up with a king on his head and a amphetamine crowd. Talked about unbuckling that old Bible belt, lighted out for some desert town. He's out with the truckers and the kickers and the cowboy angels. And a good salute every single time. Oh, and I remembered something you once told me. And I'll be damned if it did not come true. 20,000 roads I went down, down, down. They all led me straight back home to you. 20,000
start it good in tune?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Is it Tennessee or
Yeah.
Nashville?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how many of you have heard of Jesse Winchester. He was a big, all right. Yeah. He never got into the stratosphere, but he was a big part of my college days and beyond. So this is a song that we sang around from the time she was a tiny girl. So. do one. The only song I ever wrote that ever became a finished product. And, but we've been doing this one for also many years. You'll hear a Florida reference in here because that's where Alice grew up. And we lived for many, many years. That's where I was born. So. This is called Nashville. Nashville, coming to your town. Gonna bring the guitar and a couple of country sound. Then I'm gonna play for you, and I hope that you'll understand. The only kind of life for me is the life of a guitar man. And I'm tired of playing one night stands and honky tonks with you. Oh, that just ain't any kind of life for me. Hey, hey, hey. Nashville, I'm gonna make my stand. Find some pickers and a steel guitar, make a 5-piece traveling band. Got a lot of music in there waiting to be set free. I don't think there's a place could hold us except for Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm on my way from Tampa, headed north today. That's where I'm on my way, and I can't wait. Living in Nashville, Missouri. Set a course through Georgia, straight to Tennessee. Nashville, I see your city lights. Figure I'm about an hour away, so you keep me in your sight. I already hear the music singing on the radio. Gonna bring my own sound, and I just got to let you know. I can make it, open up your gates. Nashville, now I'm on my way, and I can't wait. Gonna make it in Nashville, yes sirree. Gonna make it in Nashville, Tennessee. There we go.
All right.
Now we're going to do a lullaby. It's,
We're gonna- One more song together.
yeah, it's not a real lullaby, but it became a lullaby for our family. So, again, it's an Emmylou Harris song that just seemed to be the one they wanted to hear at bedtime. So we sang it for many years for all three of the children. So. Mimi and Lou, if you're watching on the live stream, this is it.
You know, we were just drawn to Emmylou from an early age. What can you say? Okay, We can do this. We can sing. Oh, the green rolling hills of West Virginia are the nearest thing to heaven that I know. Though the times are sad and drear, and I cannot linger here, they'll keep me and never let me go. My daddy said, don't ever be a miner, or a miner's grave is all you'll ever own. 'Cause of hard times everywhere, I can't find a dime to spare. These are the worst times I've ever known. The green rolling hills of West Virginia are the nearest thing to heaven that I know. Though the times are sad and drear, and I cannot linger here, they'll keep me and never let me go. So I move away to some crowded city, in some northern factory town. You'll find me there. Though I leave the past behind, I'll never change my mind. These troubled times are more than I can bear. The green rolling hills of West Virginia are the nearest thing to heaven that I know. Though the times are sad and drear, and I cannot linger here, they'll keep me and never let me go. Someday I'll go back to West Virginia, to those green rolling hills I love so well. Someday I'll go home, and I know I'll right the wrong. These troubled times will follow me no more. Yes, someday I'll go home, and I know I'll right the wrong. Follow me no more. Cleve Wallace, everybody.
Thank you so much for putting up with this, and I hope we didn't put you to sleep with that lullaby. So,
Happy
I
Father's Day, Dad.
thank you. And you just can't imagine what a joy it is to be up here with her. So, thank you.
Yay! Oh, hey, Dad. Real quick, he wants to get a little photo. Let's do it. Let's do it. Perfect. Thanks for coming, Ken. All right, and now we're just going to sing until I don't have a voice anymore. I got 2 days off. I can just blow my voice out for you guys. It's fine. Oh, yeah. So I wanted to do after this a song that I recorded a few years back. And I have some CDs here that I've never had here before. And this is an interesting CD. It's a CD full of songs I did not write. But I was actually at a show one day, and there was a woman in the audience. Her name was Dixie Baker. I didn't know that at the time. But she came up to me and she introduced herself, and she said, you know, I'm a songwriter. I have all these songs. She's like, but I'm not a singer. She's like, and I love your voice. Would you sing my songs? And so she hired me to arrange and, you know, kind of produce these songs that she had written that are just these great sort of classic country songs that like somebody like Patsy Cline might have sang. So there was so much fun to put together these arrangements with all these oohs and like, you know, creating our own sort of Jordanaire sort of like backing arrangements and things. And Austin was in the band in the studio with me that day. And so she released all these songs on a CD, and for the first time I actually have some copies. And so I thought maybe I'd play you one of her songs so you get a little sampling in case, from Dixie Baker, who's just, she's so wonderful. She sends me notes all the time, just checking in. And this is called Do We Mean What We Say?
Did you mean what you said, that it's over? When you left and you walked out the door, do you say what you mean? Do you mean what you say? For we've been down this road once before. Sometimes words build a fire fanned with anger, burning bridges that led to the heart. And the damage that's done when we quarrel builds the fences that keep us apart. When we parted, I felt it was over. For the hurt from that fire, I could tell. Do we say what we mean? Do we mean what we say? For it's not just what we say, it's what we do. When we parted, I felt it was over. For the hurt from that fire, I could tell. Once we said what we did when we quarreled. Now there is no unringing that bell. Now I know we both said we are sorry, and I want to believe this is true. Do we say what we mean? Do we mean what we say? For it's not just what we say, it's what we do. Oh, it's not just what we say, it's what we do.
So we'll send that out to Dixie, even though I might have missed a couple of the words. All right, how's everybody feeling out there? You having a good Father's Day? Well, this is such a treat. I'm so glad my dad could be here. Sarah and her dad could be here. This is just, we might have to make this a regular thing. Father's Day tradition, maybe. So before I flew out to California, I finished recording a new album. So I am pretty excited. These songs, I mean, I wasn't sure if any of them were good until I got in the studio, and these amazing musicians made them sound so great, and I'm just like, okay, maybe I won't quit yet. And I want to share a song. I think I played this song last time I was in California. Okay, we're on countdown to Alice having no voice. It's great. It's fine. So I moved to California now. It was December of 2019. You know, I had a good 3 months to find my way around town before the world shut down. And So, but of course, as a songwriter, you have to write that moving to Nashville song. It just took me a little extra long because for like the first year I was there, I just kind of sat around watching Netflix and contemplating my existence and crying a lot. And doing live streams that you guys were watching, which was amazing. So I would stop crying long enough to do a live stream and then go back to being like, what am I doing with my life? But I feel like it was the next summer that I was at my house in Nashville, really letting the full weight of the Nashville summer come down on me. And, you know, I did grow up in Florida, so I used to know what humidity was like, but I had kind of forgotten just what that deep in the heart of summer, when you're in that eastern, just like, whoo, and the mosquitoes, I'd kind of forgotten what real mosquitoes are like. Here, every once in a while, you're like, oh, is that a bug? You know. There, you're just like dousing yourself in bug spray. But, you know, and of course, I was missing California, missing the California summers, which, by comparison, are so mild and lovely, mostly. But the thing I forgot I would be getting by going to Nashville summers is the fireflies. My backyard just lights up about the end of June, and it's something to behold. And so I wrote this song called Fireflies. There's something in the way the air hangs heavy and wraps you in a blanket every time you step outside. They say mosquitoes like you if you're sweet, so I pretend that I'm not sweet. Still they eat me alive. But it's so green here in Tennessee on a nearly summer night in early June. California, I think of you all the time. I don't know that I'll be back How y'all saying prayers out there? Come on, work, throat coat tea. Okay. I think we can get through a few more songs. I think we can do it. Think positive. Okay. Man, waking up with a head cold is your worst nightmare when you are a singer. Oh, I mean, we could maybe try. It might be messy. It might. But, you know, for you guys, I might at least give it a try, and then we'll have to just take the live stream down later so nobody can witness what had happened. But I do want to share another new song with you guys. And, so this is the, like, last song I wrote before I went into the studio. And, you know, so I recorded this new album, The Nashville Way, which, if you're not familiar, is basically hiring a bunch of ridiculously great musicians, most of which are in Kenny Chesney's band on my album. And, you know, these guys, I met the producer through a friend of mine. She was like, you've got to work with this guy. He is awesome. I mean, not only is he the drummer in Kenny Chesney's band, but he recorded on like the first 5 Taylor Swift records. And he's recorded with Dolly Parton and Martina McBride and like some ridiculous people who I am big fans of. And he's done a lot of Americana stuff too. Like he just has this great sensibility, and he's like the drummer in Nashville. And so he's like, okay, I'll put together the band, we'll show up, we'll record it. 2 days, 10 songs, piece of cake. I'm like, piece of cake, huh? Okay. And like, they don't even want to hear the songs ahead of time. Like, they want to hear, like, we got together in the studio, I played it for them, we had charts for them, you know, so like they got to hear it once. And then we went 1, 2, 3, go. And recorded these songs. And usually within the first, you know, 3 takes, they were like, that was great, let's move on. You know, and we literally did 10 songs in 2 days, and because, you know, the reason they don't want to hear it beforehand is because they like want to create the song in the room together. They don't want to come in with all these different ideas and have to like figure out how their idea fits with this idea. They're just like, no, let's all like make a song. Like let's make that studio magic that happens when you just get these incredible players in a room together. So that's what we did this time. But leading up to those 2 days was maybe the most stressful part of my entire life. And every insecurity that I'd ever had, I feel like was like just boiling over. You know, I'm just like, are these songs even good? Should I even be doing this crazy thing where I go into the studio and just hope that I come out with an album 2 days later? And, you know, and as a songwriter, of course, what do? You channel all that into a song. And that's what I did, so I started writing this one. Because I don't know if any of you guys have a similar feeling where you get out of bed in the morning and you just feel like one day people are going to discover you have no idea what you're doing. Yeah, I mean, I hope a lot of you feel that way and it's not just me. This song is called Imposter. Someday someone's gonna find out my biggest secret. I know they will. It's just a matter of time. You can look right at me and never even see it. 'Cause I've perfected the art of seeming fine, even when someday someone's gonna figure out what I've been hiding. I know they will. 'Cause I can't keep a straight face, and still no one will ever say I wasn't trying. I've worked damn hard
for this epic fall from grace, just like I was taught. And so what if they do? So what if all of my worst fears come true? Sure, the sky might fall and the truth might turn to doubt, but it's time. Someone found me out. Someday someone's gonna figure out that I'm an imposter. I know they will. It's just a question of when they'll shake their heads and say, well, this is gonna cost her. They won't understand why I risked it all just to pretend that I was someone else. Someday someone's gonna find out that I've been faking. I know they will, 'cause I can't keep this up, and I'm the one whose heart I have been breaking. Who'd have thought that I was worthy of love? And so what if they do? So what if all of my worst fears come true? So the sky might fall and the truth might turn to doubt. It's time. Someone found me out. When the song ends. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna try another one. We're just gonna keep going until I'm just a squeaky mess. It's fine. Another new song for you guys. I can't remember if I did this one last time. I don't think I did. Okay, Austin knows. He's keeping track. I wrote this song. You know, it's funny. In Nashville, everybody co-writes. It's so popular. And out here, it's not as popular, so I wasn't as used to it. But you get to Nashville, like, I started calling it like the Nashville handshake. You just meet another songwriter, and it's like, you want to write a song? It's like almost immediate, because everybody there, you just never know what's going to happen with a song you write. You know, maybe nothing. Maybe you guys just stare at each other for 4 hours, and then you go away and go, well, that was a waste of time. And that happens sometimes. But then sometimes you write these songs that you love, or you hope that maybe you write a song that some big name's gonna, you know, make you a lot of money with. And that hasn't happened yet, but that's okay. Maybe this one will be the one. And I wrote this with a girl named Crystal Bowersocks, who some of you guys might know or have heard of. I met her pretty early on when I moved to Nashville. She did this great, very like Me Too female empowerment song, and she recorded it at this great big studio in Nashville, and she put out a call for all these women to show up and do like gang vocals, like, and it was so much fun. And so I got to meet her, and so I did the Nashville thing. I was like, hey, you want to write a song? And she said yes. And so, you know, I went over to her house and we sat there, and usually it's kind of like an awkward first date where you just sort of like just start talking about yourself, and they start talking about themselves, and you try to figure out what you have in common that you could write a song about, right? And with her and I, what we found out that we had in common was that we had both fallen in love with two-stepping cowboys somewhere out on the road. And
So we decided to write that one. And I really like how it came out. It's called When This Song Ends.
He was a looker with a damn fine two-step. No cream, no sugar, a man of simple taste, but a hard nut to crack. He may not be what she needs, but a 3-minute song could change everything. Plays, he takes her hand, they twirl and sway like waves on sand. It's the only way he'll ever let a woman go. There's no time to think about what comes next or where they'll be when this song ends. She's always been the kind to take it slow. Wasn't looking to find a fabled man, and she's been broken by every charming face that took hers in his hands. The dance, the mood, the man, they've all been wrong. She only knows the steps when she's in his arms. Takes her hand, they twirl and sway like waves on sand. It's the only way he'll ever let a woman close. There's no time to think about what comes next or where they'll be when this song ends. She's always been the kind to take it slow, but wherever he if she takes the chance, she might get hurt. This dance could be their last or their first. And the music plays, he takes her hand, they twirl and sway like waves on sand. It's the only way he'll ever let a woman close. Trust her feet wherever he leads. She'll go. All right.
All right, we're throwing the set list out the window because I have a range right about here. I got to find songs that fit there. I seem to have lost my high notes, so we're going to go belty and see what happens. And do a classic Alice Wallace song off my last record. the little song that I wrote one afternoon when I was trying to think of something to write a song about, and I really couldn't come up with anything that I liked. I didn't have any Crystal Bauer socks there that day. But then I thought, well, if I don't have anything new to say today, why don't I just find a new way to sing the same old song? So I wrote this one called The Same Old Song. Let's see what we can do with this. I need a moment, a reason, a rhyme. Feels like I've lost a little piece of my mind. And I've been searching my whole life long, trying to find a new way to sing the same old song. Everything's clear. Other times we wonder why we're even here, holding our own, or barely holding on, trying to find a new way to sing the same old song. Don't you try to say this life can be something more than these sleepless nights. Oh, not knowing quite what you're looking for. Dan Wistrom over here on the guitar. Now don't you try. Don't you try to say this life can be something more than these sleepless nights, not knowing quite what you're looking for. There's some of those high notes. Give me that moment, it'll be worth your while. May make myself crazy, maybe that's my style. Oh, but I'm not content with just humming along. No, I find a new way to sing the same old song. I find a new way to sing the same song. Oh man, guys. All right, well, we're just pressing our luck up here, but I think we're going to do a couple more songs here for you. And then we do have a very special grand finale planned for you. We're not going to tell you what it is. It's not yodeling for once. I mean, I think we'll still yodel first. but that's not going to be the finale. We're going to try to yodel. I think my voice has gotten better somehow. Maybe like the singing is just like loosening stuff up. Maybe it's the steroids I took earlier. Let's do Poor Cleopatra. Because I know my friend Ken here taking photos, that's his favorite song. And I just went back to Jerome for the first time in like 10 years. And so most of you guys have heard my song Poor Cleopatra about Jerome, Arizona. If you haven't, buckle up. No. I went to Jerome on one of my very first tours. I had no idea what to expect. A fellow songwriter, I didn't know really even how to tour or where to go. And she said, go to Jerome. It's this great place. Play at this place called the Spirit Room. I don't really know why she told me to go there because the gig paid like $75 and it was 7 hours away. But as soon as I got to the town, I was just like, where am I? And so last weekend I had some gigs in Prescott, and I only had a couple shows, and my mom has just retired, and my dad is retiring in like 2 weeks. So congratulations to my parents. So I was like, hey, Mom, you want to go to Arizona? And she's like, can we go to Jerome? Because she's been hearing this song for like 10 years and had never seen Jerome. So we finally went, and we actually like took one of the history tours where I could like learn more. And I was like, they're going to tell me everything I know about it is wrong. And I've been telling my story wrong for years. But that's not really how it happened. So Jerome is known as a ghost town. And it was built around a copper mine. They found copper in this mountain, and then they needed miners to mine this copper, so then they built a town. This really just evil, political, sort of, what would you even call him? I don't know. The guy who like found the mine and had all the money, and he's like, okay, we're just gonna make miners risk their lives every day and mine my copper, and they will get no money. And go to Jerome. Like the history of this place is just mind-boggling. And how it's mind-boggling. I mean, just like some random stories. They talked about how when they mine copper, they get like this ore out, and they put it in this smelter to separate the copper from whatever other like sludge. I don't remember what the other thing is there. And of course, the miners were dying by like a dozen people were dying in the mines like every day. And he was like, well, I'm not going to give you any sort of healthier conditions or any health insurance, but I will give you death benefits so that when you die, you don't have to figure out where to bury your miner. We will throw them in the smelter, and they will get mixed up with everything, and then they literally pave the streets with the ashes of all the miners. So anyway, really fun stories out of Jerome. But the first time that I went there, I'm learning about this, and part of the stories are that the mines had these sulfur deposits that caught fire and burned for 20 years. So there were fires down in these mines, and they would still make the miners go down there and mine around these underground fires. And I was just thinking about fires burning underground for 20 years, and thinking, okay, there's a song in there somewhere. And it also so happens they were telling us how, basically they built the mines, and then they built the saloons and the brothels. And apparently at any given time there were 20 operating brothels in Jerome. There were like more than 80 over the course of its history. And so I was imagining what it might have been like to be a woman in an Old West mining town, and thinking probably not great. And when I found out that Jerome is on Cleopatra Hill, I had to really write this song about a woman. And it's really about the town, but it's about a woman. So her name is Cleopatra, and she has a fire that they can't put out.
Oh, Cleopatra, she sits and waits for the man who will come over, calling again. And each time they call, well, her hatred, it grows and burns like a fire that
she was young and so pretty, a girl too pretty, they told her, irresistible. Though she was young, what she had was so rare that the risk of getting burned wouldn't stop those who dared, and now they can't put it out. Can't put it out. It wasn't long before rumors had spread of the treasures that lay waiting to be claimed in her bed. Once there was one, there were hundreds of men lined up to stoke the fires that burn beneath her skin, and now they can't put it out. They can't put it out. No, they can't put it out. Can't put it out. Oh, Cleopatra. Oh, well, 20 years is far too long to burn. Oh, Cleopatra. Maybe someday men will finally learn. Play it for Stan. So many years, men have all gone. Well, they found they were no match when the flames grew too strong. Poor Cleopatra still sits there and bleeds, her heart charred black by the fires of greed, and now they can't put it out. No, they can't put it out. Well, they can't put it out. They can't put it out. Oh, oh, oh. All right. Well, this has been so much better than my worst fears, as my imposter song said. I was imagining me just not being able to sing in a word. Yesterday, I completely lost my voice for like 20 minutes. So, I'm glad this happened. I'm glad there is noise coming out of my throat. And why don't we do a little yodel before our big grand finale here? And I'm not making any promises this is gonna be good, but we're just gonna hold on, and we're gonna see what my vocal cords can do. One more song, and this is my Don Walser tribute, the Pavarotti of the Plains, one of my favorite yodels to do, called the Rolling Stone from Texas. And it goes a little like this. I'm a rolling stone from Texas, a rolling stone from the plains. I'm a rolling stone from Texas, boy. I long to be back there again. Say, are you from Texas? Well, that's what I'm wanting to know. 'Cause if Sweet. Well, it was not perfect yodeling, but we made it through. And now I want to call back up Sara Dee and her father, John, and my dad, and we're going to do a big old group song for you guys here to close out this very special Father's Day show. Come on up. Because I thought, you know, why don't we get both dads and both daughters up on stage? Let's do it. Woohoo! How sparkly is Sara Dee? I love it.
I asked her when they were going to finish that dress.
Test it.
Oh, Dad.
Dad, Alice, great show.
Oh,
thank you so much.
I have an amazing video of when she would do her, you know, amazing live streams. If you didn't get to see them, they're still up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did these live streams, different weeks, you know, she dedicated to different artists every week. But she was playing original songs, and my cat and I were watching. And I have this great video of my cat just like entranced at her yodeling. Well, I was entranced too, but you know.
There we go. Apparently cats like yodeling.
Yeah, Fig is a big fan.
You know? You never know. Nashville cats. Yeah, those Nashville cats. One more sip of tea, and then we're going to do this one, which I think everybody in this room will probably know. So if you feel like singing along.
You know it.
If you don't, you are in the wrong place right now. Do a little Crosby, Stills, Nash. Was Young part of this at this point? Was there the Y on it?
It's on an album, but I don't think he's sang.
Because we're like, okay, what's like a dad kind of song? And it's not really it does say father in here. It's a parent song. A parent and child song. That really all hinges on the pedal steel part, so don't mess it up, Dan. All right, let's give this a shot.
Happy Father's Day.
Sara Dee and Papa John.
Alice
My
Wallace.
dad, Cleve Wallace.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, let's do the big group photo. And of course, Austin Callender on the bass, Suzanne Morissette Cruz on the drums, Dan Wistrom on the pedal steel and guitar. And we'll do a really quick group photo for Ken here. You guys want to get in? Come on. Everybody get in.
Suzanne, bring your sticks.
Bring your sticks.
Don't worry.
Do you want to move this guy out?